Good Sunday to you, everyone. I just got back from Walmarting. Yes, I went to the same effing Walmart that treated me so poorly last time I was there. And this time, because now I am spooked by it, this time I use the self-checkout. Look, I'm eating a Pop-Tart. I'm not drinking a Diet Coke with it. And I'm enjoying it and I don't feel ashamed. Fat girl eating a Pop-Tart. Ow. The reason I ran to Walmart today, I hate grocery shopping. I hate, everyday shopping. It's a drag. The only good thing about it is I get some exercise. So that's always good. I see a lot of things that I want and don't feel I can afford, which is disheartening. But I had to get some stuff. But you see, tomorrow we're supposed to be getting really bad weather. It's only gonna last a couple of days. But here in Northwest Arkansas, everyone goes into full panic mode. And anytime it's gonna snow, everybody runs to the store. Gotta stock up on bread and milk. And it's ridiculous. And there are people out there stocking the shelves while people are trying to shop because there are so many momos out there trying to buy stuff. But I was one of them this time around. I had a pretty good stash of stuff, but I started thinking, what if I run out of fizzy water? Shit! So I had to go get a couple of little things, including Pop-Tarts, because the thought of it being snowy and icy out there and getting to sit, oh, there goes my heater. I hope that's not too much noise. And getting to sit in here and look out the window at it and eat a hot Pop-Tart just sounded really good. Drinking my fizzy water. My throat is very sore today. Very sore. I'm disappointed in what I'm drinking. I'll explain that in a moment. My throat is so sore, and it's the kind of sore, it's way up high, like where the sinuses meet the throat. Mambo. I guess he's in the window in the kitchen. And I think the reason why it's sore is not that I'm getting ill, because I feel fine, but I think that it is the fault of Mr. Mambo Jones. I started leaving the door open again, and he's pretty good now. He's gotten better. He's calmed down in general since Callie's been here, which is excellent. And he'll get in there, and he wants to sleep right up by Mama's face, right on Mama's face, right on my nose and my mouth. And he's a big heavy cat. I swear he's gonna suffocate me in my sleep one of these nights. But it's kind of cute, really, because sometimes he'll put his cheek against my cheek and just like smush in as hard as he can. And he purrs and puts off warmth and some sort of a pheromone or something that makes me feel so good. So relaxed and so sleepy. And it's wonderful when he'll lay down and go to sleep and not pester me. But he, being a cat, he wakes up and has to like take a bath, so he'll be with his back leg up, shaking the bed, and but I gotta deal with it. And I like when he's purring. I keep hoping he'll come in here hearing me say his name. I like when he's purring and being nice, but my throat is so sore. I kept waking up this morning and I'm looking for something to use to help me illustrate. I don't have anything the right shape. I'll just have to use my fingers. I kept waking up with like this. Well, his tail isn't quite that thick. With his tail, or not his tail, it was his foot, like his leg. Like that. And sometimes my mouth would be open and his leg was like across my mouth. And I wake up, but what is that? Mambo, and move his leg out of my mouth, and he go rare, and just, and I go back to sleep. I guess who knows how many hours I slept with his leg in my mouth, and it's caused me to have a sore throat this morning from inhaling air through my mouth, I assume. I used to get that a lot when I lived back out in the country in that farmhouse, and it was so cold in the winter. No matter what, it was so cold at night. It was kind of amusing though, but I'm not enjoying my sore throat. This, my little pudding pops, I was hoping it would look better. You really can't even see. Dang it. See if I can find one of the lumps. It has tremendously big lumps in it. Can you see that? It looks like a nug. Oh man, I wish. Gotta take a sip. I got one of the lumps. I did not do a very good job when I made this last night. Went to bed and didn't stay up to shake it. This is a Hills Brothers instant coffee drink mix that I really like. It comes in like a mocha. This is a vanilla. And it's sugar-free. It's sweetened with Splenda. And most sugar-free, artificially sweetened things just taste vile to me. I can't handle it. But this is good. And I don't really like coffee, like hot coffee. I don't like hot drinks that much. It's like, okay, here's your hot drink. Well, ow, it's too hot. I'm gonna burn myself. So I sit there and stir. I want something to drink, goddammit. You gotta stir it, and then eventually it gets a good temperature, but I can't get more than a few sips before then it's too cold. And I'm kind of picky about temperatures of things that I eat and drink. Hi, Callie. Callie's gonna come visit. And I'll probably get her claws all stuck in my sweater and my pretty scarf that my lovely friend Teresa made for me. But can you see her? She is the only cat I know that likes, look at her spread her legs. When I go to tickle her tummy, she just like a slut. She just spreads it out. She's like, oh yeah, give me more. I can scratch her inner thigh. And she just loves it. And I get her, get her, get her, get her, get her. Yeah, so the drink, it just mixes with water, and I like it cold. And I have these jars. They're about, I don't know, probably a quart. I got cat hair in my lipstick now. That my stepmother gave me for Christmas, and I at first thought, what am I going to do with this? Glass jar. It's made for, I guess, taking with you when you go walking, but it's heavy and it's glass. So I've not been real keen on it, and I don't go on any walks that are long enough that requires me to take beverage with me. And I mixed it up in that, and recently I've started getting chia seeds. You remember the Chia Charlies? It was like a little terracotta cat, and you put the seeds on it, wet them, and put them on it, and it was like, they're kind of gummy. Well, what happens is it's a teeny tiny seed. Callie, so help me God if you knock my tripod over. The little teeny tiny seeds, and to sprout them, you just add water and leave them sitting for a while, and what happens is they form this gelatinous coating on the outside. Some people say mucus, but I think that sounds so vile and disgusting I can't deal with it. I'm gonna blow my nose, excuse me. And it's a seed that is very high in nutrition. It's got a lot of protein in it and all kinds of good stuff. And so I like to put I don't know, about 3 tablespoons of it in my, because my voice again, about 3 tablespoons in my little quart bottle with my yummy coffee drink in it. And you got to shake it really, really well, or it forms these little globs like I just showed you. Now, it's sort of like the texture of these little balls. It's kind of like tapioca, like tiny, tiny tapioca, but with a little crunch in the middle, because that seed is still in there. So I like to bite into them, although they're very tiny. And it's crunch, crunch. Oh, I found one in my tooth right there. And it makes this funky drink that I really like, and it's got no sugar, it's low in calories, and then with the chia seeds, it's got some nutrition and some fiber and some protein. Hi, Callie. And I like it muchly, but you got to keep shaking it. You got to go back and shake it pretty often, or as the mucus forms around it, it gets just all clumped together. Makes these little mucus dumplings. Ooh. Anyway, it's a good drink. I like it. I don't know if anybody else, my weirdo sister would probably like it. She's a raw vegan. And I think she was actually the one that suggested I do this, because I used to get this drink from the Asian stores that was Fochi, I believe was the brand name. They make all kinds of funky drinks in cans, and like chrysanthemum tea and I don't know what all, tamarind drinks. You can find them sometimes in Mexican markets too. They have one that's hard to find. Not everybody carries it. That carries the Fochi drinks, which, ow, Callie, which was surprising. And it's a basil seed drink. And the flavor in the drink itself is like a cream soda. But the Callie, please don't. It's not fizzy, but it's very like syrupy sweet. It's really too sweet. But I love the little basil seeds. So just like the chia, where they form gelatinous, let's say, a little gelatinous ball with the little crunch of seed inside. And so my sister was like, well, why don't you try chia seeds? And it's very good. And I just used the last. I made a batch last night of my drink and used the last of my chias. And but I'd recommend it if you're not offended by little slippery tapioca like little balls. I like anything like that that's like little beads. I like caviar, and I like although it's a slightly different experience, hi cutie, I like pomegranate. Hi, she's so precious. She is like, oh, you're just like sparkling champagne, and Mambo's kind of like sour milk. Oh, she's so sweet. She wants to be with me all the time. She won't let me even go to the bathroom without her. Surprisingly, she does not come sleep with me at night. She stays in here. But once I'm up, the first thing I do is go to the bathroom, like most of us. She just follows me in there. It's all over me. And she always wants me to be holding her or to be right next to me on the couch. She has her own little pillow that she uses as her bed, so she can be right next to Mama. Isn't that right? She's such a good kitty. I think that's all I wanted to jibber jabber about. I need to clean. I need to do some vacuuming. Hopefully we won't get weather so bad that we end up losing electricity, because that would suck. We've got a brand new stove that was just delivered a couple of days ago. So, and it is gas, which I like. I prefer it so much to electric. So it's conceivable that if our electricity does go out, that we can, as unhealthy as it probably is, in an emergency, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I can run the oven and open the door and just maybe sleep in here in the front part of the house or something. I don't think it's going to be so bad. Today I was out in this sweater with like kind of short sleeves. It was a little chilly. Not bad. Who knows? I'm going to have to eat my words. The Weather Channel, excuse me, the Weather Channel app. There's my burp. I actually burped earlier. I just didn't announce it. The Weather Channel says it's going to be 37 degrees, 20% chance of precipitation. But the weathermen, the local weathermen, have been freaking out all week about this big winter storm we're supposedly getting. So I don't know who to believe. Sometimes I think that the grocery stores and Walmart are in cahoots with Garrett Lewis or whoever does the local news to have them announce these terrible storms coming up, just so everybody goes out and buys $150 worth of milk, bread, and butter, or whatever people buy. Don't even think about it. There's no room for you on that shelf. Jesus Lord. Okay, y'all. I'm going to say bye and upload this. Stop it, Callie. Don't even think about it. I got to tend my kids. Bye, y'all.